Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel, Rivera Family of 5, and today I have a video. I'm going to show you guys how I make my Mexican rice and frijoles fritos, which is fried beans. And today we're having an early Mother's Day early dinner here at the house, so we're having a cookout and I'm going to make the rice and the beans. So I'm going to show you guys how I make it. So first you need a pot, and I have some oil in it, so I'm gonna go ahead and have it on between medium and high heat. That way the oil can start to heat up, and then we're gonna add our rice in there. Alright, once your oil is heated up, I have 2 cups of rice here. So all I have to do is just pour it in. You just mix it around, let all the rice soak the oil in, and then you'll start seeing it change to a different color, almost like a little bit of brown. Don't cook it all the way brown, so just make sure when you start seeing it's turning into a different color, like a light brown, then that's when you can go ahead and start adding your water. So in the meantime, I'm gonna let this cook maybe like about 5 minutes, I would say, and then I'll show you guys the way I add the seasonings and the water. Alright, as you can see, the rice is turning brown. This is what you want. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add, since I added 2 cups of rice, you're going to add 4 cups of water. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some water. Alright, right here is 2 cups of water. Now I'm gonna add another 2. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add my seasonings, and these are my seasonings. A little bit of salt, some caldo con sabor de pollo, and some caldo de tomate con sabor de pollo. So these are my 3 ingredients I'm going to add to my rice. As you can see, it's boiling. So what I'm going to do is add about 2 tablespoons of each seasoning. And then with salt, I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of salt. And at this point, you just let it boil for a little bit, and after maybe like 3 minutes has passed, then you'll just cover it and put the heat to low and let it simmer on its own for about 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and reduce my heat to like number 4, and I'm going to cover it. And then just let it cook on its own. Don't go back in there and start mixing. Once you see it fluffy, don't mix it. Let it just stay in its place on its own. You'll know when the rice is ready when you kind of pick at it on the side and there's no more water. All right, you guys, so now we just made the rice. We're gonna let it cook and sit there for about 15 to 20 minutes. Some people add like vegetables in a bag, like the mixed melody vegetables or the ones in a can. I don't do anything to it. Some people add cilantro. I just leave it just plain Mexican rice. That's the way everybody else likes it, so I'm making it like that. So in the meantime that's cooking, we're gonna go ahead and make our fried beans. So in this pot, I'm gonna add some oil. So put it around medium high heat, and you're just gonna add some oil. You don't have to add a lot. And what I'm going to do, I'm gonna go ahead and slice a little bit of onion, and we're gonna put it in here to give it that flavor for the beans. And also, like for your beans, you can add like dried chile to your beans, but I don't do that because the company that's coming over, they don't really eat spicy like that, so I'm just gonna stick with just onion, and then throw the beans in here and let them cook, and then you smash them with the bean smasher or like the potato smasher, and then you just let it cook on its own, and that's how you make your fried beans. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my onion. You just saute the onion for a couple of minutes. This is my crock pot full of beans that I made. You don't want to overcook the onion, you guys. Just make sure it just turns translucent, and then you can go ahead and transfer the beans from the crock pot to the pan. You don't have to make all the beans that you have in the crock pot. Just eyeball how much beans you want to make, and then that's how much beans you'll have for your company. Grab the beans from the crock pot and transfer them over to the pan right here. You can do this with any type of beans. I use the, I think they're called Flor de Mayo, or they call them Peruano beans. So these are the beans that I made. And I prefer these than the pinto beans just because these are very, very soft and they have a different flavor. They taste really good though. So the rest of the beans that you have left over, you store them in a plastic container with the juice, guys. Because if you do it without the juice, they'll dry out. So I'm gonna go ahead and smash my beans. With one of these. And you don't have to smash all of them. You can if you want to. beans like this, the fried beans, or if you want to call them smashed beans, this would taste good with egg in the morning. That's one of like the Hispanic dishes that we eat. And it's very easy to do, guys. Nothing hard. When it starts to get stuck, what you have to do is this. Then you just go back and keep smashing. I'm not gonna smash them all the way because I like it with some whole ones and then some smashed. Some people prefer all the way smashed, like with no whole beans in it. You can add seasoning to your beans. The only thing I add is salt, but it depends. If you put enough salt in the crock pot, then you shouldn't need any more salt when you're doing this. But I'm gonna go ahead and taste them, see how it is with salt. And if I need some, I'll add a little bit more, but not too much. So that's the way we like them, just like this. Just like that, you guys. So right here, you're just gonna let it bubble up a little bit and then your beans are ready. And I'm just gonna taste this much to see how it is with salt. Okay, I'm gonna add just a little bit of salt. I'm gonna sprinkle some salt. Maybe about a teaspoon of salt. So yeah, this is how you make the beans, you guys. Very simple, really flavorful beans, and really easy to make. So you'll just let it bubble up for a little bit, and after that, you just turn off the heat and just put the lid back on, and that's it. In the meantime, we're gonna wait for our rice to finish cooking, and then I'm gonna show you guys the way the rice looks like. All right, you guys, as you can see, my rice is ready. It's already finished cooking, it's done. And there's no more water in there. So that's all you have to do to check the rice. So what you wanna do is just turn off the heat and just pop the lid on, and your rice is ready. You see how quick that was? How easy that was to cook? So I hope you guys like this video on how I make my rice and how I make my fried beans, frijoles fritos. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Not only that, make sure you guys like and subscribe to our channel, to Rivera Family of 5. Hit the bell notification, that way you guys get reminded each time we upload videos. Not only that, make sure you guys share this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.